to put my medal on. Whose blood to spill, I don't know. Whose side I'm on. Two armies are coming at me. Their flags and weapons look the same. One tells the truth, the other's lying. And they're both calling my name. This is how villains are made. This is how villains are made. Ooh, ooh, ooh. No one ever starts that way. But this is how villains are made. Time to put my medal on. Whose neck to cut, I don't know. Whose side I'm on. There lies my sanity. There goes my mind, I could not say. I don't trust what I see right in front of me. I don't know who to betray. This is how villains are made. This is how villains are made. So easily we're persuaded. When the lines of blood are faded, no one ever starts that way. This is how villains are made. This is how villains are made.
Hello. Doing a little sound checky check. All right. Oh my God. Yeah, I've been listening to that stream from Randy's. So pardon me if I'm just a little I don't know, like I'm just absolutely insulted, I guess. That's what I am. So I'm going to say hi because, that's what I like to do. So I see you people. Hey, Lexi, Nat Clo, Kim Beerly, Wild. Hey, Tiff Mafia. What's up, girl? Hey, Batty and Pat. Andy. What's up, Tommy D? What's up, Roz? Not the real Roz, Roz Illusion. Rebel, what's up, bud? Twisted Skeptic. Hey, nice to see ya. Teacher Mom. I saw Brandy Brown in here earlier, and her messages have disappeared from my version of chat. But Brandy, glad to see you, and I'm glad to see you back in Discord. Hey, Dingo. Fairy Goddess. Yeah. Hey, Jane the Teach. Are you clutching your pearls, girl? Hey, Miss Nomer. More than enough. Hey, Shift. Thanks for stopping by. Hey, Winky. Good to see you. Cassandra. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. Sour Girl. CCK. Hartley. Anybody I missed? I did not mean to. I promise. Hey, Sin. Kim Beerley. I think I said hi to you, but I will always say hi to you more than once. Oh, so I guess we all knew this was coming. I had a feeling it was coming from Natasha after Randy's stream on Friday. Hey, Alex09. I had a feeling Natasha would respond, because she had already threatened to do this. Hey, April. So, no surprise at all, right? I did notice from when I had my stream the last week, not this past Friday, but the Friday before, um, and I said what I said about Randy and the situation. Hey, time out. Um, I didn't hear anything out of Randy all week. Um, I heard she talked to some people, um, but she didn't talk to me about anything. So just assumed we were, just gonna like kind of leave things where they were at. I did catch something that she said in her stream the other day, which I think gets brought up in the messages too, that kind of told me exactly where things laid anyway, because when this all happened, Randy had shared Natasha's stream the night that she went live about Starlight. And I asked Randy, did you know she was going to do that? And Randy told me no. But Natasha said she did know. And then those messages showed that she knew too. So um, you lied. But anyway, um, I just had a real hard time listening to. I mean, I get it. I get Ziggy wanting to be there for her friend and whatnot. But it's just kind of insulting to hear somebody say how other people need to feel. I know exactly what Nat Chloe meant because Ziggy's not in the Discord that was leaked out of, and she hasn't been a part of all the conversations. But so timeline wise, things are just weird to me. And I think it's having people a little confused. So I think we're just gonna let me see here. Let me do some things. Uh, yeah, I recorded this myself and tried to blow it up a little bit so that I could read it better. So let me make it a little bit bigger, even still yet. So the stuff with Sin and Diane and Natasha had happened in the kind of the early December, like around December 12th ish or something like that. And Natasha had been live about Sin, and there was some conversation in the Discord that people were not. Yeah, Kim Beerley, Randy done effed up. There was some conversation in the Discord about how people were not real pleased with Natasha getting involved in this stuff between Sin and Randy. Um, that was in early December, so things were kind of being weird then, like December 12th or so. So this is when conversations were had concerning the MERB stuff also. So that was like beginning of December. So I'm not entirely sure. Randy would have to be the one to answer this, but not entirely sure um, why she waited until right before Christmas to go to Natasha about her feelings, to vent on something that had happened at least 2 weeks before. But that's what had happened according to what we're seeing. So um, Something happened, I guess, to make Randy decide to go to Natasha, and you can see right here, she's like, uh, "I gotta tell you something." So she let me pull this up so I can read it better here. She said, I'm supposed to go at 6, but I'm gonna go tomorrow night. Listen, I gotta tell you, this is Randy, and I don't really want to say this. Now, this is what was presented to us as venting. Okay, so you see how this conversation is like. I hope you had a great one. I did. I completely unplugged. How are you feeling? I'm okay. We're gonna have a Christmas movie night tonight. That's cool. I'm gonna do a birthday stream. Listen. I gotta tell you, and I don't really want to say this, but I would want you to tell me, please don't say a word live. Starlight is not your friend. This is venting because Randy was upset that she got a little pushback on the MERB stuff from girls in the Discord. So she's venting to Natasha about it by saying, Starlight ain't your friend. Okay. Well, this is why it hasn't sat well with me the whole time because that's not venting. I mean, you're stirring the whole fucking shit pot there. So I did you all the favor of taking Natasha's shitty music off of this video. You're welcome. Um, so Starlight is not your friend. Okay, so here's Natasha the next day. Okay, so apparently they must have talked at that point because there's no more conversation about that. Natasha didn't even ask her what she meant in the messages. So they must have talked on the telephone and got all that squared away day and night. Uh, Natasha shares her link. I'm about to go live because I got some more info. Randy, oh boy. Okay, channel posted. So, Randy, this is where Randy had told us, I didn't know what she was going to go live about. Well, there you are being told. I'm sure you knew. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought, Hartley. There had to have been. You can wait, Randy. You already had your turn to say plenty. So, Natasha's a little upset that she's gotten zero acknowledgement over whatever. Who knows? Randy hasn't heard a word, mm, which is even more bizarre. Can you tell me who all is in that Discord? Kimberly, Batty, Ash, but I haven't seen Ash ever say anything bad, and Kimmy P. Natasha, I was wondering about Ash. Nope, she hates Merb and stands behind it. Well, Lexi's name got thrown in there somewhere, so that must have been in that phone call. Well, I'm about to go live and give them all a message and call them out by name. So there you go. You knew it. So, lie. So, Randy says, after days of them thinking I sent screenshots to you, I told them yesterday I told you stuff. I also told them that 3 other people were coming to you. Now, where did that come from? Did you give her that idea of 3 other people, or was that something from that phone call? Because you told us that you believed there were 3 other people. So that's confusing. They accused me of reading the Discord to you, etc. Yeah, we threw some ideas out there because you said you didn't send her screenshots, but here she has all these names and things, and so we were just throwing out some possibilities of what might have happened. And somebody did say, well, show us your call logs if you have nothing to hide. And you know why they said that? Because they wasn't buying your bullshit. Don't nobody want to see your damn call logs. That was just a very clear indication that we're not believing you. Uh, I told them I vented to a friend. So are you telling her how to explain this when you say that? Because that's not what happened. And I really don't give a fuck how many times you want to put it that way. That's not what happened. And you told her Starlight wasn't her friend. And why did you even do that? Because Starlight didn't agree with what was said about Merb during that time. And of course, we've learned a lot more about that time of Merb's life since then, which is irrelevant to the conversation. But damn, but some of y'all wish you'd have backed off a little at this point. So, Natasha, speaking about Starlight, her bullshit when she came on panel was ridiculous. She sounded like an idiot. No, she didn't. She sounded perfectly fine. Um, it doesn't matter. I guess that's what she's meaning. But I feel like they want to out me as a mole and are telling me not to worry about it. I can handle it. I still feel like I did the right thing. You still felt like you did the right thing, which would have been going to Natasha to tell her that Starlight wasn't her friend. Why? All right, hold on. Take care of a little chat business here for a moment. Okay. All right, so she said, I can handle it. I still feel like I did the right thing, which would have been throwing Starlight under a gigantic bus. For what reason again? Hmm. And Natasha, they can kiss my ass, telling Randy she did the right thing and whatnot. The one thing I don't do is lie. Well, we have already established that that is, in fact, a lie. They knew if they pushed, I would tell, and that's fine. No, what we knew is that there wasn't anybody else it possibly could have been but you. They may not believe the other three people, but I do. Of course you do. You're the one who told her there was three other people, unless that was part of what she told you in a phone call. I possibly know one, and I'll never say who I think. Okay. I think it's funny that she was worried about me showing the screenshots, even though I never said that. She's not Starlight definitely was not worried about you showing the screenshots. I know that she's shown them since this conversation took place, but it's wild, all of it. Someone is desperate to make me think you been talking shit too. Well, I have never seen Randy say shit about Natasha until now, so for whatever that's worth. So, that's just a lot of family stuff, because it's Christmas and you guys are all worried about all this mess. I'm just highly disappointed. So, some comments from Wendy V's chat. Hmm. Some of these are the first time I'm seeing them because I've been busy today. So, yeah, I feel like someone is talking to Wendy V. I'm not sure who it would be though. Mm. I'm just reading through them a little bit here and there, just to make sure I didn't miss anything. That old hateful Australian. Oh, so here they start planning on Christmas Day. Oh, that was late at night. Okay. Starlight is making the rounds. We need to get ahead of this. I'm going live in the morning and telling the truth that you only told me after others had sent me screenshots. Still waiting on that. I mean, can't have anything juicy or they surely would have shown it. Okay, so my name's in this one. A sub of mine just sent me this. Christmas Eve, Alex V and Starlight talked to Wendy. Starlight said you inserted yourself with stuff that was none of your business. When Diane and Sin went live and you inserted yourself, it became more apparent to Alex V after the email. You wrote the email in Alex V's opinion, which would give you reason to insert yourself to get involved. You threw Randy under the bus. I will have to listen to it again to see exactly what all was said because the way it all sounded, they are saying this is all you. Randy didn't listen to much of my stream. Wendy didn't have a private conversation with him. That is true. That did not happen. We did have some group calls, but nothing private. I told them myself that that email sounded like sin. I'll accept scatterbrained. That is true. She did say that it some of it did sound like sin. I know what she said about it tonight was my point that um, there was all of these troll accounts they wanted to blame on Sin for trolling herself. And there was some similarities in some of the things that those troll accounts would say and what Sin would say and how they would say them, the punctuation and stuff. And that email didn't read like any of those troll accounts. So if those troll accounts are Sin, then the email couldn't have been Sin. But that's neither here nor there. I still stand by what I said. I feel like it was a mess created to insert themselves in there. For the record, I don't feel like this is Natasha's fault. I feel like it's Randy's fault. So I know that's what they're getting at here. And how the hell did I insert myself with Sin? She agreed. Okay, exactly. I want to see. So to me, what this is telling me, reading what Randy is saying, is that she's using this deal with what the girls felt about Merb as an excuse to be going to Natasha. But really, what she was really mad about is that some of the girls were friendly with Sin and talking to Sin. And there's a lot of things that the girls were being privy to that Sin was saying, that Randy was saying, and then they were saying the opposite of one another, which was leaving people to question who was telling the truth and who was lying. So it just seemed like maybe to me, it seems to me like maybe Randy's a little upset that people are even entertaining Sin at all because she doesn't want them to do that. So 3 and 4 lives about me. I mean, Randy keeps saying, "She knew this would happen. I knew this would happen. I knew this would happen." But she wants us to believe that she didn't put any of this into play on purpose or that she didn't take an opportunity. So, which one is it? Did you know that this kind of thing would happen as it was as it was playing out, and you're just moving the chess pieces, or did you not? I don't think this is Natasha's fault. I mean, I know that that has been kind of the narrative here that Natasha threw Randy under the bus, but um, That's not what happened here. So here, Randy tells Natasha it's not her fault, even though today it is her fault. Mm. I just want you to know that I appreciate you having my back the way you have. The problem is, unfortunately, I've heard a lot of people, the innocents caught in the crossfire, that now feel like I'm a mole. I just think you're a liar. I don't think you're a mole. They can't trust me. Nope. Even though I left the Discord. Why did you leave the Discord? Did you do that on your own or did you do it because of what I said to you that day? Because you left right after I said if it were up to me, you wouldn't be there. And I stand by that. I don't even think you should be there now. The stress and the time of year, I'm just not buying it. You put it all into motion the week of Christmas. Oh, I can't handle this stress at this time of year, but I'm going to go over here and tell Natasha that Starlight's not her friend and just sit back and watch it all burn down. Give me a break. You have no idea how good it feels to have someone have your back. Mm. The thing is, Randy, when people were giving Sin the benefit of the doubt and hearing her version of things and her side of things, wasn't nobody not having your back. But that's exactly how you took it. You took it as betrayal, and that's why you did this. I've repeatedly said it's not your fault, but it is today. I've been in a bad place. That's why I haven't been live at all in over a week. I wish I could be stronger. Right now, I hate being weak. And I'll never say that live. You did today. Eh, I'm just not buying any of it. I just feel gaslit by this entire paragraph. I'm sorry. I really do want to be sensitive to your um, your mental health, Randy. I believe my advice when you came in and talked to all of us was that you needed to create some healthy boundaries, and I stand by that advice still. I feel like you're making some really shitty decisions, and you could really stand a good log off boo boo all the way around. And your good buddy, your the one you can't do without, she's been telling you that too, and you should listen. You've told us that a lot of people have given you that advice that you need to rest and take some time off. You should listen. I know who has my back and who doesn't. So how does that bus feel driving over your back? The one you threw Starlight under that's now driving over top of you? How's that feel on your back? My community post wasn't good enough. Your second community post wasn't good enough. I mean, you apologized to Ash. We didn't know until now that you even included her name in it. It was Lexi, and you left her completely out of it. And she got a great big old ass chewing from Natasha over all that. No, Jane, we didn't demand another apology, but I mean, she could tell the first one wasn't good enough, right? She could tell. Hey, Kimmy. I don't know how to fucking make this better. People that love me, in quotations, are saying I'm doing a money grab. Well, since you brought it up, I've heard you say things recently like, this is your job. I've heard you say about people that you claim to care about that they don't want to see you be able to make a nickel on this platform. I can't imagine why people would think it was a money grab. Randy, do you think you could figure that out? So, according to Natasha, you admitting that you told us played right into our hands. So, we're the victims in this. We were the ones pulled private stuff out of Discord and given away. So, we're not trying to have anything play into our hands, not trying to use it for content. But what I am going to do is say exactly how I feel in the fucking public since, I can't trust that it would stay in the private anyway. They knew I was the one that knew that. Whatever does that even mean? They're trying to cause people to not trust you, but I'm flabbergasted why they chose sin over you. She has more money. Oh. Who you think sin is paying? Sure the fuck ain't me. Mm, 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 mm. I really like these people, so I'm just spinning. Well, Randy, these people didn't do anything to you, but give you a little pushback and hear somebody out who, I mean, how can you even question why people wouldn't hear Sin out? Sin has been a part of the community for a very long time. People built trust with her because of you and your friendship with her. And then to see how it was torn apart so quickly and everything that people knew about her put into doubt, months went by where that discourse sat there stagnant for a lot of reasons. And every reason I've given you guys has been 100% honest. It had nothing to do with Sin. She wasn't even around. And I'm about the past 6 weeks or so, 6 to 8 weeks or so. But there was a good 3 month time period where she wasn't around at all. So, at any rate, there's Randy saying, I've never asked for special treatment because I made a comment about why should we give her special treatment and not treat her the same as Samara. And I cleared that up that day. And I said, and I didn't say that she did ask for special treatment, but it was a hypothetical, as in, why should we give her any special treatment? Um, it's just a hypothetical in my mind because at the same time of me trying to work this out for myself, I'm also trying to protect my friends, some of them who have these gigantic forgiving hearts, and, you know, trying to get them to understand why we shouldn't give you special treatment is part of my goal as well. Because you don't deserve special treatment. And that was my point. I've apologized 2 different ways trying to get them to stop. You started this train. You don't get to decide when it stops. That's not how it works. And you know that. Your other apology wasn't good enough. Nope, it wasn't. I mean, I can't win. This is interesting. They have shit on me. How? That's a good question for Randy. How? How have we shat on you, ma'am? I don't think we will ever be okay. But I did break a cardinal rule. I will own my shit. They won't own theirs. What are we needing to own? Because I'm really confused as to what it is that we need to own and what shit we did. Yes, and what shit we have on you. What shit did we even have on you? What shit have you done that I'm not aware of? Uh, they have shit. So maybe she means it that we have shit on her, as in like taken a shit on her, not as in we have things on her because we really don't. Um, but there's apparently something we need to own, and I'm just really not sure what that is. Hey, you could use it for content. Go live about it and just tell everybody what it is that we're not owning. Be my guest. All right, more family stuff. And I guess that's where it started falling apart there. Anyway, let me see what that says. Oh, hell. Oof, that's not a good look. I'm not even going to read that. I do believe Randy when she says that she's sorry for breaking a rule, but I don't believe that she is sorry for breaking a rule because she hurt people. I feel like she is sorry she broke a rule because it caused a great big fucking mess and she got caught. So, Green Bay won. Green Bay won for anybody who cares. So sorry I've been neglecting the chat. I just really wanted to read through that because that was the whole point of this. I just want to decipher through the bullshit. Um, just not buying what you're selling anymore. I don't know what that means for the near future. I know that there are a lot of forgiving people within our group, and the dynamic is very complicated at times. But somebody needs to tell poor Ziggy that she just don't have all the facts, that she's not involved in that Discord, and she can't say that we're all going to come together and stand behind Randy against Natasha because um, that ain't happening either. That is hilarious. And I caught that little dig you threw at me, Randy, to say that I wanted to go live about this when Randy had requested a voice chat earlier in Discord. And I flat out told her, no, I'm not interested in being gaslit or lied to or manipulated or any of that shit. Um, you had, all that time on your stream, and I listened to every moment of it to hear exactly how you felt and all that you had to say. And uh, I felt the same way, gaslit and manipulated, and I'm not buying that. So I've said before that building trust takes time and it comes with actions, and those things don't happen overnight. I'm hoping that now that all of it is laid out where everybody can look at it and that no more lies can be told about it. That if people want to rebuild friendships, they can. Um, I'm not going to say that I never will, but what I will say is that I'm not blindly supporting anybody. I I'm done with that shit, man. So, hey Tyler, Morgs, good to see you guys. Anyways, I think that's about all I have to say about that. Just reading through the chat. Misnomer says, let me see if I can't highlight some of these comments here because this is about you guys too. Okay, Misnomer said, can you just imagine if it was Starlight that took something out of Randy's Discord to hurt her? I've thought about that and how that would go. I imagine it would go a lot just a lot like this, you know? Yeah, Batty, I agree. Batty, of course, as always, Batty had some very strong opinions and she did not hold back. But we've said before, if somebody's your true friend and they feel like you've done something that puts them in a position to confront you about a topic, that's better for them to do that because that's an honest, true friend and not just somebody there to hug your ass and make it a safe space. If you're in the wrong, you're in the wrong, and surely your friends should be able to tell you about that, right? I guess not though. Hmm. Yeah, I'm just not really sure how anybody saw a different outcome than this concerning that person altogether. I mean, we're not new. Mm-mm. I agree with that. Anyway, Dee Dee, you guys are funny. That's true, misnomer. Oh, yeah? That person won't be welcome in my chat anymore. Spread the word. All right, guys. I hate to end it so short, but my youngins have been in here twice. So I'm going to end it and go do some mom stuff. That's all I really wanted to say. Just disappointed. Yeah, very absolutely. I mean, yeah, Rada, that's it. You can go live and we can all hang out over there. Thank you, happy, happy, happy. Thanks, Tiff. Thanks for coming by, everybody. I don't have a song picked out for the way out, so I'm just going to wrap it up and say goodnight. And we'll see you later. Thanks for coming by, guys.